Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Gonna play some more Cube Draft. And I've actually started the video recording a little bit early. Usually these days I do it when the first pack is opened. But I thought I would just point out here, the sign up ends in 31 hours. At the time of this recording, I believe that's how long it will be until Murders at Markov Manor is on Arena, which I'm looking forward to. It seems like a set I'll at least try. It's out already in paper, but I will not be playing it in paper, just like I have not played any set ever in paper. I played a little bit of Magic in paper, like, you know, but not in any kind of competitive format. Like, I played pre-built pre-cons, like, I don't know, 8 years ago with some friends, and then 20-something years ago in high school, or no, junior high, I played a little bit. Anyway. What are we doing here? Maybe I could try not drafting a shitty white deck that I hate again? That would be cool. I could just start with Nicol Bolas. That would certainly be a way to go in a different direction. Pretty powerful card. Which Metamorph is this? This is the one that can become a Planeswalker, so that's something. Infernal Grasp would maybe be a reasonable take as well. Falconwrath Aristocrat is pretty good. What are these green cards? Oh yeah, Rexage is pretty good. I don't know. I want to try Bolas. I think it's probably an awful first pick, but I'll see what I can do. Like, you're probably supposed to take cards like this. What I have heard is that you should, you know, try to take fixing first and then big splashy multicolor cards, because the fixing will always be useful. The multicolor cards are only useful if you can get the fixing for them. That said, I'm going to take another red-blue duel here. Or not duel, that would be a land, a multicolor card. Prismari Command is quite strong in, you know, anything that has blue and red. I think this is like a terrible way to draft. Thank goodness this isn't costing me real money. I should not. Oh, man. What if red and blue aren't both open? What am I going to do, man? I've just drafted two total duds. If I can't play these colors. Or if I can only play one of them, right? Like, maybe blue-white is what's open. I don't know. It just sounds miserable. Red's pretty good in this cube. Well, this is the shock land. What are you? Yeah, that's okay. Loris is... No, that's not Loris. That's Karuga. I hate this alternate art shit. It's so hard to recognize the cards in this cartoony style. I think if we're staying... Well, no, we take the tome, right? To try to play this style of deck still. The boat is very good, but you do need creatures for it to be, like, actually playable. Like, I don't know. We'll have some eventually, obviously. Okay, here I think we kind of have to take the Watery Grave if we're going to do this. Ornithopter would be okay. We should wheel something out of this pack, but the land is the most important. Those are not two colors we care about. Shark Typhoon or a Counterspell? I don't know. Call me crazy. I'm going to take the Shark Typhoon. Pact of Negation. Or a Hedron Archive? I mean, it's pretty slow. Unholy Heat would be okay. I don't know. I guess we're trying to be a big blue, so let's take a Pact. What colors is this? Fine. Teamer is good enough. And there's nothing else here I really want anyway. Well, actually, wait a minute. What about this? This is... an untapped Triome, kind of, right? I think it's actually better than the tapped 2-color lands. Having a land that's untapped in any of our 3 colors, even though it's less flexible once it's on the board, it's more flexible when you play it. There are some good cards here, huh? I don't think Elder Dragon War is all that to write home. Like, it's not that great. The Sewer King just, like, is a big problem for the opponent. It's a bit more for a, like, aggro sort of deck, but it's also a 3-mana 3/3. Like, right? Come on. Jacob Hawken wouldn't be crazy, probably. I guess it is a decent-ish early blocker, but this just, like, threatens to win a game. Yeah, I don't know. That could be the wrong pick. This is premium stuff here. I mean, the Falconwrath Ancestor would be good as well. I don't know yet really what colors we're playing. I hope it's all 3 of these, but we've got okay fixing. Look at this. If this isn't confirmation that you should be in Grixis, man, I don't know what is. Give me a counterspell. We'll try to be a slower deck. More reactive deck. Jadar, not very good for this style of deck. But I don't have enough fixing for Mutavault, I don't think. Maybe I should have taken it in case I can play Field of the Dead. That's probably right. Mutavault obviously doesn't need fixing itself, but it's a land that is not a source of any of your colors. So you need a lot of fixing to be able to afford to play stuff like that if you're trying to also play cards with many different colored pips. What's the holdup, kids? Maxibon, I know it's you. So we're looking a lot more blue than anything else. Ooh, really? Huh. Wow, this is all great. Oh no. I guess I'll take a Lightning Strike. No, I don't know. We look more blue. I'll take a Dig Through Time. We'll find a way to make it work. That's a pretty greedy choice. I don't know. It's only I've never seen anyone play Deadliest Cube on this cube. I mean, maybe, are we supposed to just be Dimir? I haven't seen a single red card since those first... I haven't taken a good red card since those first 2 I took. So maybe we're supposed to drop the red plan and just play Dimir control? We could take, like, Clock if we wanted to do that. Or if we want to insist on red, there's 2 really good red cards here. But yeah, I think maybe we should get out of red. We could maybe still splash Nicol Bolas. Yeah. Maybe that's the plan. Let's try to play a slow Dimir deck. That seems to be what's on offer to me, right? Red. Someone else was taking all the red. Spell Thief is actually pretty good. I don't know. I'll take the Languish. We do need some clears. I guess I'll put this land back in, of course, because if I want to splash Nicol Bolas, it's nice to have. Vraska's Contempt is okay. Hostage Taker's fine. I don't think I want Morbid Opportunist. So if I exile anything and gain 2 life, or I can get this and try to cast the card myself. I don't know. This is certainly the more conservative choice. Because Hostage Taker can just do nothing if they kill it, right? Narset. Are we going to go try to find Commit to Memory and play Narset? I think you're just supposed to take Urtai, right? Well, blue, that might wheel, actually. Blue Sun's Twilight I don't think is very nice. What is this? Edict is okay. I mean, Narset is not a top pick, but I guess...
My prowess is unmatched by my peers.
If we're playing instants and sorceries, Narset would be nice to have. And it happens to also work well with Commit to Memory or like Oracle of the Alpha into Time Twister. It doesn't matter for Clock, of course. Rankle is a good card, but not really for the slower kind of deck. This is the full Grixis land, huh? I think we have to take that. Baral's Expertise is good. That's what I would like to take here. But the Grixis Triome is too good. I don't care for this Sheoldred. I think a Murderous Cut is pretty good, though. Crux of Fate? We didn't... No, we did take the Languish. Okay. So Toxrill could be a win con. Drown and Ichor would be some more removal. Currently we have like Nicol Bolas as our main win con. Maybe Shark Typhoon. We could just take a giant creature, but I think I'd rather have another board clear. Junji is a way to win the game. Kefnet, probably not so great. I mean, Junji is not incredible or anything, but it is a threat that just kind of works on its own. We could take another duel. Well, it's a Triome, obviously, but it's two colors that we care about. I think there are plenty of cards that could take Junji's place. Urborg Scavenger's Wheel. That's not such a bad card. Neither is Mind Spike. Approach. I don't think I'm really going to run any white. Yes, this is like a worse Thoughtseize that's also better in some universes, right? You can cycle it late game. Or if they don't have anything you care about. But you don't get to see their whole hand. Oh, and it only discards non-creatures, right? That's true. Non-creature, non-land spells. Okay, actually, I mean, Spell Pierce would be funny. But it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of ramp. Worn Power Stone is not my favorite ramp card. Black Sun's Twilight is fine. We don't really have a ton of like Surveil to get stuff into the graveyard or self-mill or anything. So it's not that great. Okay, Urtai did wheel. Or I guess there's this Warzone Duplicator. Bounces something and conjures a duplicate of it. I think Urtai is better though. We got the Rankle back. I think Sleight of Hand is just better. We're not the kind of deck that's going to really enjoy Rankle's effect, I don't think. Don't think I want that card. Lolth, that could certainly clog things up, but I think if you're trying to play blue control and they offer you Sublime Epiphany, you kind of have to take it. Oh, we didn't get Brawl's Expertise back, by the way. That was the one we took the Triome over, as I recall. Cut Down is okay. This Planeswalker is sort of meh, but I don't know. It draws a lot of cards. And what else am I taking? Cut Down or Blink of an Eye? I don't really want the Lily. I don't think I want the Immortal Sun. Yeah. Let's just take a 3-mana card that does something. I don't know. Maybe it should be Blink of an Eye. Like, I don't have a lot going on in the 2-mana slot, but you don't want to cast Blink of an Eye for 2 anyway. This gives me a more proactive 3-mana thing to do.
Hope you're ready for some mind games.
And some draw, which I'm sort of lacking. Agent of Treachery, I think, is good, but I mean, I know it's good. All of these cards are fine. The Mind Stone is good. I have a decent number of things to ramp into. I mean, yeah, maybe it is the Mind Stone here. I already have a few ways to win the game. Let's not like take Agent of Treachery or something. There's the Commit to Memory, which I think is really good for us. Snapcaster Mage would also be good. Scarab God is nuts. We should wheel something okay out of this pack, but I want the Commit to Memory. Lily of the Veil, that's pretty good. Oh, Meat Hook Massacre. I kind of have too many board clears, but Meat Hook Massacre is better than the ones I currently have, so I could certainly cut them for it. Don't think I want Cut to Ribbons, we're just splashing red. Nor Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I mean, Pylon and this thing, they're all okay. But Convoke, I don't have that much to Convoke with. I'm going to take the
When
Lily, actually.
I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
I don't know. That could easily be wrong. Oof. Bitter Blossom, but no. Wait. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Emrakul? Pick 6? I mean, we definitely want to try to play Emrakul, right? There's so much in this pack. I would love the Gear Hulk. I'd love the Seed Shark. But we have ways to get stuff into the graveyard. Plenty of different types. And ways to get lots of mana. Okay, this actually is too important to pass. It's just like a 2-drop that I can play. I don't know. Maybe that's not that important, but I think it is. We're not like drowning in ways to clear the board or deal with early pressure. This would be one such way. I don't care for much for Souls of the Lost. I think it is just Massacre Worm and... Well, no, actually Confounding Riddle is pretty good. It's not great, but it's a flexible card. Okay, there's Lolth. We saw that earlier. That would gum things up, but not until turn 5? I don't know. Memory Deluge. I don't think I need Ugin. Yeah, I think it is Lolth. I feel kind of bad about it.
Darkness will swallow the light.
Okay, Cut Down is great. Murderous Rider's great. Whew. Okay. I don't think I want Pylon as much as just like a land that can kind of do something on occasion. Got back Gear Hulk and Sorin, huh? I guess it's Gear Hulk? I really don't know. So Nicol Bolas is our 1 red card, but we have enough fixing that should be fine. So how are we for creatures? We have very, very, very few creatures. We're a much more reactive deck. Actually, let's look at my types overall. Creature, lots of instants and sorceries, a few creatures. It might be tough to get a creature in the graveyard for Emrakul. Plenty of artifacts, plenty of planeswalkers. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I took 5 of them. Didn't get any fetches, which would have helped Emrakul quite a bit. I guess we have a couple cycling lands, but that doesn't happen very often. You don't often cycle stuff. The lands. I mean, I think we do want a couple of creatures. Like I'm not really keen to cut any of these. I want to be able to do something if the board is empty. Sleight of Hand is pretty meh draw. Blackstone's Twilight, I don't know. I mean, we don't have a lot of ways to mill stuff. I guess I didn't end up taking that Meatook Massacre, so maybe I still want Crux of Fate, but I sort of doubt it. Let's move Shark Typhoon over to like the 3 slot, cycle it for 1, get a 1/1 Shark. That's how that card often ends up being played, right? You cycle it, you don't cast it. Maybe you want to pay a little more for it, but I don't really think we're cutting lands here. Our deck is very heavy. I mean, is Narset really worth it? I mean, yeah, we have a lot of instants and sorceries. She should be hitting a lot of the time, and she's also threatening, like, the memory trick. In terms of ramp, I have the Mind Stone and Born Power Stone, and I think that's it. Lord Skitter, like, obviously doesn't really fit in with everything else, but he's just like a 3-mana 3/3 that makes tokens and exiles graveyards. He's just good, you know? Murderous Cut. Maybe I care too much about my graveyard. I love this as a creature artifact for Emrakul. Probably I'm supposed to cut the Nicol Bolas. I just kind of hate to. Dig Through Time maybe is too expensive. I have decent amounts of draw elsewhere, I guess. And not that many ways to self-mill. Lily is just so backbreaking on turn 3 a lot of the time. I don't really want to cut her. Maybe we don't really need the Worn Power Stone. Like, I don't have that much super huge stuff that I'm ramping to, but I don't know. I kind of do. Cut Down is here just for dealing with the aggro decks, obviously, because I will have a lot of trouble with them. Maybe I don't need the Mind Spike. It's good on turn 1, for sure. It's playable after that. You know, I don't think I actually do need the Nicol Bolas. Let's get rid of this red. Obviously still keeping the Grixis Triome. I almost feel like running these cheap creatures isn't doing me all that much, because it just... The opponents are going to have some removal, and this just gives them an outlet for that removal. So maybe like Lord Skitter isn't all that great. Like Misery's Shadow as well. Just do nothing until turn 3 ever. Try to disrupt them with Mind Spike early and Cut Down. I don't know, this looks like a bad deck. I don't think it's a Nicol Bolas deck anymore. He didn't even make the cut, man. I'm the Scarab God is what I am. Is my opponent's name supposed to be here by now? Okay, Cob Aqua. Cobaqua? Tome on 2. And opponent's mulliganing. I mean, all of these are good signs. 2 only land is a bit of a problem, but hopefully we can fish for 1 and then play clock or something? Oh my gosh, my poor computer. Why? Where are all my frames? Hello? Who's using up all the CPU? Nobody. What am I? Who am I kidding? I'm not in step scrying here. I'm scrying on their turn. Well, I don't know. I guess I might want to scry in response to what I see, but sort of anything I see is fine, really. Like, I don't need a play right now, but I want to avoid hitting a land or at least a swamp. Yeah, just start working through that tome. What's opponent doing, by the way? Oh, Narset is actually bad because I don't have the second swamp island to play her. Okay. Oh, I do. It's right here. Whoops. Well, that's fine. I think I want to run out the Kaido first, though. Because I can use the mana from the clock next turn to draw from Tome instead of scrying.
The system can't fix everything, but we can. I've got all kinds of connections.
Okay, they didn't kill Kaido. That's nice. For some reason they did... Ah, I see. They did my second main instead of end step because Kaito was about to trigger, so it didn't auto pass for them into end in case they wanted to kill it. So it might just be Golgari? No, we've seen actual Thirst for Discovery, so... Did I say Temur? Sultai. Not sure what I said. Okay, that's fine. Just a 3/3, no problem there. I don't think I particularly need to scry at the moment, but I guess I will. Still looking for... not that. Got plenty of mana, I think. I mean, plenty of lands to play. And we can just Urtai this. Oh, I guess we don't necessarily have to. Let's attack first and see what happens, because this can't be blocked. And then I'll get to draw off of Kaito.
Now, what do we have here?
So, I mean, Urtai bouncing this makes sense to me. Not bouncing, destroying. I think we want to do it now? Or they can draw protection for it or something? Before they can untap and protect it? I guess I've been bottoming with every tome activation, so it's been a good card. Apparently whatever I've had on top I've thought was better to not have on top. No whammies? Whammy! Ah, more whammies! Oh no, that's rude. I'll keep scrying, I think. Next turn, I kind of want to just play the Scarab God. I don't really have anything else to do. So I won't have the mana to, like, draw. Yeah, get that out of here. I mean, land wouldn't be terrible, but I'm not dying to have it. If I attack with the 3/2, they're letting it in, but then Kaito's in danger, so I don't want to do that. Well, no, I'm playing the Scarab God, but they might kill that, right? Yeah. I'm hopeful they don't, because then I'm in great shape. I mean, Kaito's drawn like 3 cards already.
There's no
Lily.
secret I can't uncover.
I maybe shouldn't have played my land until I drew with Kaito. Whoops. Lily. I could make them sack something, but they don't mind sacking this. On the other hand, right now my Planeswalkers are fairly well protected. It wouldn't be so bad to get another one going, right?
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
I mean, it feels bad to just make them blow up the Priest of Forgotten Gods, but it whittles down their board. And the more whittled it is, the better it is for me. I don't think I need to crack the tome yet. I can wait and hope to get an actual draw off of it. Once upon a time, in response to clock, weirdly, in their upkeep. Why? Oh, because they wanted to make sure they don't draw a land and waste, because they can oracle. They wanted to make it more likely they can oracle off the top. Sure. These are all sort of fine. They maybe want to bounce the Kaito token with Channeler? Or what's this called? Yeah, Channeler. That wouldn't be a disaster, though. Did I bottom with Tome the 3rd time as well? I did. Everything in my deck I don't want in my hand, it turns out. Okay. Bounce the token, right? Draw a card. Wow. Oh, this kills the token. Sure. Oh, attack with Oracle, huh? Okay, I see where you're coming from. But I don't mind chumping because I can languish. Or maybe Gear Hulk? So this is going after Kaito, right? Yes. The arrows are very hard to see with the latest graphics update, but they are attacking Kaito. So I can chump this. And then Gear Hulk the Oracle? I think that's decent. Languish wouldn't be terrible, but I think it can wait. We'll attack first, of course, to get more draw. What does he eventually do, by the way? His -7?
This is a juicy secret.
Not actually very good. I don't have many black or blue creature cards left. I'm very happy for everyone to discard a card.
I'm tired.
I don't
of
have
your
any
secrets.
reanimates. I guess I do. It's Scarab God, but more important, it just keeps creatures in hand. Get rid of lands. So Rex Sage in hand makes playing out Gearhulk a lot worse, doesn't it? Maybe I just languish and draw a card off of Tome? Play Hive? So draw the card first, I guess. There's something in threatening a counterspell, I suppose. And this is the land I want to play and the spell I want to play, so I guess it's fine. Well, it's been a long game, and it's not getting any shorter. 2 control decks. I don't know, using Languish on those 2 tiny creatures isn't that great, but it protects the Planeswalkers. Hive of the Eye Tyrant, what does this do? Exile a card from the Defender's Graveyard, and it's a 3/3 menace. Timeless Witness. Okay. Taking back more draw. Yeah, makes sense. I wonder if I should have stopped scrying earlier. Thinking in a control matchup you want the cards more than the tempo. I don't know. Okay, commit is nice. I can't commit the Eternalized token. I mean, I can, but they still get the card back. So it's pretty good. Let's discard cards, please. Sure.
You won't be outsmarting me.
I think it makes sense to make a token again. He was getting good work in. And just run out the Scarab God? It's a decent blocker.
It's like your defenses aren't even there.
What's this cost to animate? Way too much to do right now. Why are you tapping my blue, you weirdo? Well, I guess that's blue. Okay, I don't think I mind playing more land. I really... It's nice to keep stuff to discard for Lilies, but I also want a lot of mana. And I can at least put a counter on the clock with this mana, right? Yeah. Artifact or creature, right? No, just creature. Which is fine. They don't have any artifacts I care about at the moment, because they don't have any artifacts, but I just want to make sure I know what the thing does. Okay, doesn't seem so bad. I don't need to stop in their end. I just put it there to remind me not to pass through, so I activate the clock. Vraska's Contempt on Scarab God. Well, that's annoying. I wish I had memory up. Okay. Alright, I'll trade the token off here. mana. Making them sack a creature suddenly looks a lot worse than it did a second ago. Let's draw and discard.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Mind Spike. Get rid of the Rex Sage, I guess. Oh, right, it can't do that. Sure, okay, well, now I have a card to discard.
Drop it.
And Gear Hulk the Memory. It just gives them such a good Rex Sage. If they Rex Sage it, though, they don't get the clock? Maybe I'd rather hold up animating the land and the commit. I think that's better. They have to Rex Sage very soon if they don't want me to get the clock draw. Which they can do. It's just like that's one constraint on how they play. Okay, I'm not going to memory this or memory the clock. Oracle of the Alpha, huh? It's pretty bad for me. If I memory it, then they get to attack without fear of the hive, and they get to kill Kaito, which is annoying. Okay, you can have it. They didn't attack because of the hive. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Okay. Well, let's keep... I mean, am I milling out or something? Where's my Nicol Bolas, by the way? Emrakul would be pretty good, I
Now
suppose.
this is a juicy secret.
These are all good cards to keep. I think I can dump a land. Making them sack a creature doesn't do anything. I think Gear Hulking out their flyer makes sense now. You know what? Sure, I'll discard commit. Why not? Should have done that first.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Okay, I'm a little deeper in the deck than they are, so not likely to win the mill game, but... Well, yeah, I guess that was one reason I kind of wanted to keep the commit, wasn't it? Whoops. Well, there's plenty of good stuff in the deck. How much does Emrakul cost right now? Instant sorcery land artifact is 4. Creature is 5. So Emrakul costs 8? Right? Normally 13? Yes. Alright, that's not so bad. And if this dies, that'll be an artifact. No, I already have an artifact. Instant sorcery, artifact land is 4. Creature is 5, yeah, okay. What do you want back, I wonder? Phyrexian Fleshgorger? No. More... Third time Thirst for Discovery. Okay. There's the Emrakul. We can attack with Gearhulk to get a real draw off of Kaito if we want. Which I think is good. I suppose I could also animate this and attack to get a real draw. Because I could resolve Emrakul if I draw a land, right? Which I'm sure would be pretty good. I think it's worth trying for. I guess that would happen even if I didn't attack, because I could discard this, but it would be nice to keep that, right? Sure. Right, and that didn't make Emrakul cheaper. I briefly forgot that I had concluded it wouldn't. Okay, not a land,
No
but Pact of
secret I
Negation
can't
is sure
uncover.
something. If they sack a 1/1, they could kill... Well, no, I can still animate, right? Maybe I go for sack a creature. They get to kill. They get to sack just the 1/1. But Narset's on the bottom, isn't she? Yeah, okay. They get to sack a 1/1, but then if I activate Lily again, well, shoot. The issue is I don't really have a way to block. Hive of the Eye Tyrant doesn't block the 4/4 very well, right? Maybe Kaito should have made a token. No, it doesn't block so great either. If I plus Lily, what am I discarding? Riddle? I guess. Maybe Pact?
You won't be outsmarting me.
I have enough mana, I don't need a 0 mana counterspell. Anything they want to play that I want to counter with this, they probably can't pay an additional 4. Whoa, Strider. Okay. They can't kill any of my Planeswalkers with just Eternal Witness. And I can block the 1/1. They probably don't want to escape the Woe Strider because they can see there will be a memory coming eventually. Yeah, I don't think I want Lolth on the board. Oh, activating this costs 4, doesn't it? Which I knew, but I forgot. Yeah, you have to tap in. Okay, so Lily is actually... No. Lily's going to 1. Okay. Sure.
You know, I think you'd look better as a corpse.
I could destroy this. I don't really want us each to discard a card. Draw and discard seems okay. So does making a token. Let's go for the draw and discard. Try to finally hit that land. No, but it's Sublime Epiphany. That's really good. Okay. So I can bounce it and draw a card, basically. Or if I'm willing to let Lily die, I can probably counter something. Okay, I guess I'll let Lily die. Alright, they're not even going to make me do that. So, well, Lily is going to die. No, yeah, she is. But, okay, so I would like to bounce this. I draw a card. How many lands are left in my deck, by the way? There's got to be some. 6, according to my tracker. So half my deck
I knew
is
this was a
lands.
waste of time.
Planeswalker's finally in the grave, so Emrakul can hit now whenever I want. And oh, if they actually escape the Woe Strider, I can just make them sack whatever I want, because it's a free sack outlet. I mean, right now all they have is this one creature. Shark Typhoon is a funny one. Okay, Kaito, I think, is drawing. Oh my god, this is a 5/4. Yeah, this seems like a pretty good Emrakul turn. I'm not going to mill out or something. No, okay. A token would be okay. But I think I want to keep drawing and discarding.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
I don't really need the Worn Power Stone. Enters tapped. Sure, you should scry before I can. Good point. You want to make sure you don't top something that I can blow up usefully. This game has taken like over 30 minutes, right? Okay, your turn. I don't really want to cast any of this. Not much I can do besides just throw away the Woe Strider, right? Yeah. Well, that's too bad. Still, they don't have an answer to Emrakul right now, which is pretty cool. I'm not even sure who I'm passing as here. I guess them. Ah, wait. I could recast this and exile more of their graveyard if I wanted? That might not be so bad. Wait, where's their Oracle of the Alpha stuff? I haven't seen a single... okay. Maybe I won't do that. I haven't seen a single card from Oracle of the Alpha, I don't think. Yeah, and it definitely did resolve. I remember that. Would you like me to take an extra turn after this with your time walk? You could target me if you want. It's legal. Okay, just running out the creatures, and... a Metamorph? Okay. That's sort of a problem. Let's just draw and discard again.
Now this is a juicy secret.
This has cycling, which I guess makes it better than this card. I think I basically just have to block the Emrakul, trade for it, run out of Shark Typhoon, like hard cast it. Plan to cycle this. I don't know, I could use some more mana actually. And if we're doing a memory soon... they get to hit me for a little bit here, or hit Kaito. Oh, they're getting to save extra cards under Jacob, which is annoying. Face, yeah, makes sense. Okay, Emrakul down. Good. My life total is a little precarious. This Kaito has lived a long, long time. Do I have any blue and black creatures left in the graveyard? Murderous Rider. Sorry, left in deck, I mean. Ah, the Time Walk! Oh, fuck. I'm gonna take 6 more damage here. Oh, plus they get to ping me with their scries? I don't know if memory's gonna be in time. Oh, it's not. I'm dead, right? Yeah, because the 2/2 zombie comes back and then they can just sack enough things. Okay, well, maybe they'll miss it. I don't think so, though. They have to attack me for 8 and then find a way to sack 1 creature. The Metamorph on Emrakul was pretty rough. Without that, I'd still be riding high, of course. Are we spamming emotes? What's the deal? I have you muted, so I can't see them. You know, my hand is face up. It's empty. You have lethal. Sure, have fun. they find the play? Okay, they made a mistake here. You're supposed to hold priority. Well, I guess this creature's dying anyway. Oh yeah, they didn't even have to sack anything, sure. But they could have gotten a free scry by, if you hold priority in the combat damage step or end of combat, you can sack this before the decayed trigger goes off and still get the benefit. Well, that was a heck of a game. Oh, I must have met several of my dailies there, huh? Not casting red or white spells. Not casting creature spells either. This is about as bad an Emrakul as you can have that I got, I guess. Like, it made them scry prematurely. And it let me kill their 5/4, but it had escape, so it could just come back. And that's all I got from it. I didn't even get to enjoy the creature because they copied the creature. This hand, huh? 2 lands into Mind Stone, into Worn Power Stone is a lot of mana, but I guess it casts Gearhulk on like 4. There is that. I'll find an island eventually. Literal best top deck, I think. Except maybe island. Stoke the Flames is going to really stink because I don't have any creatures to target. I guess I'm planning to play a Gearhulk soon, huh? Oh, and Stoke the Flames can also target Planeswalkers. So can Volcanic Spite, though. Okay, let's just hope their hand needs a little bit of improvement, and this takes away their ability to cycle a card so easily. I do need another land at some point. Preferably island. Weird not, it's very blue. I'll take it. Having no other choice, of course. And this is enough to get the Gearhulk out. Which is kind of what I based the keep on, was that Gearhulk on 4 is pretty good. Ouch. It's actually pretty bad against this, isn't it? Because no matter what I target, they just sack the Blood Tithe Harvester. I think I'm toast. Oh, they should have sacked the Blood Tithe Harvester in response to stop me from gaining 1. That's nice. But they can just stoke the flames here, and then what am I doing? I could have pitched Stoke the Flames. I don't know. I wasn't in good shape even if this lived, though. Yeah, I probably should have pitched Stoke the Flames, I guess. This is it? This is curtains? Well, I have an island. That does let me live, barely. If I commit the Ancestor... I guess I can play Clock first, right? Yeah. This also threatens to animate Eye Tyrant. This could be worth something. But I think we're actually committing the Ancestor. If they can get Surveil, or they can get Delirium with their Surveil, we're probably also dead. I mean, It's only going to be 3 damage, which won't kill me, but it'll kill me very soon, and I don't have a way to deal with DRC at the moment. Well, here's hoping they've disconnected. That's about what it would take, I think. Ah, they looked at a card. Or a permanent, I guess. What are you thinking about? Some way to guarantee lethal, I guess? Looking at each of your lands in turn, wondering, what does Mountain do again? I've forgotten. This is their last timeout. Have they, like, lost the ability to play somehow? Okay. No, it passed. Okay, I thought they had timed out, but they just were trying to get me to think they had left the game for some reason? I don't know what that was about. Should have spiked first, right? Get a sorcery in there, and with your surveil, you might get something else in as well. Yeah, I agree. Kaido seems like the play. I don't know. Maybe I should have just animated. Well, Lily's pretty good. What, 7 mana? Can play both of these. Seems like the only play, really.
The past, present, and future are bound by threads of time.
Although I should have tapped the Mind Stone, I guess. It doesn't matter. I have enough colored mana, but I shouldn't have let Auto Tapper handle it.
Keep an open mind.
Okay.
Enough with the mysteries.
Get that DRC
I've
out of
come
my life
for answers.
before it becomes a 3/3
Sacrifices must be made.
I mean, we got a second lease on life. We're definitely still way behind. But we have some hope, maybe. Yeah, because I can counter the Ancestor, I guess. Aristocrat, excuse me. Vulcanwrath Ancestor is a... It's a card from one of the... Was it Midnight Hunt or Crimson Vow? That was like 1 BB, 3/1 flyer that could get stronger based on blood tokens or something?
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish,
Ooh,
after all.
okay, I don't like that you gave that haste and everything. They're going for me, though. Okay, so now I just have to deal with this and the Aristocrat. Just. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Killing Narset, though, would have denied me a draw of a card that might have been quite important. I don't... Oh, I have 8 mana. I was saying 7 earlier, but it's 8. So I can animate for 4, have a creature, and then still Confounding Riddle, yeah? I think that works. Just make sure to tap
I
correctly.
have just the trick for this.
Ooh, Cut Down. Cut Down is really nice. And then we just pass. Oh no, hang on. I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to cast the riddle. Because Kindred Denial is more flexible. And also, that only costs... And that costs so little mana that I can actually animate the land to block. Okay, I think that's a mistake. Let's manually tap. I think auto tap was doing the right thing, but just in case it wasn't. Okay, I mean, can we afford to cast Memory here? Literally, it is a legal thing to do. And Narset's on board. So they would draw 1 card, I would draw 7, but I kind of think these 2 cards are really nice to have right now. Yeah. Do I swing at them? I could still hold up Kindred Denial if I did that, right? Like this. Okay, what do I not want coming back? I mean... They have a lightning bolt in here somewhere. Stoke the flames, probably. Can't draw that. Okay, we got them to just discard Go for the Throat for free. They forgot about Narset. I guess I'll just put a counter on the clock? I don't want to crack Mindstone when we're so close to Memory and Clock going off. Any other direct damage lying around? No. Let's get rid of the Aristocrat. Or maybe Valky? Because Tybalt would be backbreaking if they got it back. Yeah, I can deal with Aristocrat. I have Cut Down. If I put a clock counter on, it'll go off at the start of my turn. Do I want that? I guess it's better than going off at the start of their turn, right? Yeah. Kind of wish I could leave the clock alone. Oh, I should have... I held up full control and spent mana for this. Or tapped it for mana. Okay, these are still good cards. 7, 10 mana. So if I want to hold up a counter, I can only spend like 4? So I can't really run out Scarab. Well, I can run out Scarab God and hold up Memory? Or commit, rather? Sure. I could commit this. I could just activate Scarab God now. They have any good creatures? I got rid of all the good ones. It's just destroy. Yeah, let's do this. Is it? It's my combat step, huh? This is greedy, because now if they draw, like, a lightning bolt, I'm dead. I should have just let it go. Okay, I got away with it, though. And I think we've killed them? Somehow? Have we? Maybe not. I'm 1 damage short. But I think we do win, right? I don't need to animate the land. I want to hold all my mana. I have multiple counter spells. Yeah, there's just no way. With Sublime Epiphany, they can't kill. Oh, I did have lethal. I could have Epiphany copied this. Swung in for 8. Whoops. Judith. No thanks. Got him. All he needs 1 life. That's what they say. Whew. That was a game I did not think I was going to win when they started beating me down so early. I think they were a little bit too greedy swinging at my face with Valky instead of killing Narset. That denied me... It would have denied me a card draw. And also would have meant I couldn't threaten memory to empty their hand. They also blood tokened themselves out of a card with Narset. I don't know, just plays around mistakes like that. This is not a great hand, but it's not bad. I have all my colors. I have stuff I could do on 3. None of it's very proactive. What is this? Yorion. Oh my. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully we can cut something down. That's a nice draw. Field of the Dead Yorion. Wow. Okay, we're in for a show, guys. I could just make a 1/1 shark, but I believe Power Stone is better. Just make sure I have tons of mana. Whoa, 3 mana just put Yorion in hand. Wow, that's a slow hand. And then discard to hand size. Oh no. It's a Frost Titan. Look. Okay. Sure. I guess I'm gonna proactively... I'm gonna just look for a land here. Make a 3/3 shark main phase. X is 3 and I'm paying 2 more. Yep, that makes sense. No land. That's a bit of a bummer. Still, a 3/3 shark is a 3/3 shark, right? I mean, you can't be too picky. If I played Narset, I can't hold up any of this other stuff. Except cut down, I guess. And commit's not that urgent to hold up necessarily, I guess. Sure. Oh, no, I guess don't tap that way. Just tap like this.
I have practiced against many foes like you. Put thoughtfulness before action.
There go 3 lands, a little unfortunate. I do need more of those. I mean, I have 6 mana, which is not bad. But I would prefer more. Okay.
Meditate and prepare.
Oh, whoops. Now I'm going to overdraw, huh? Well, that's okay. I have a bunch of cards I don't really want. I don't think I should animate this. I want to have my counter spells up. But maybe hitting for 6 instead of 3 would be a big enough deal. I probably should have just held on to the Narset activation, obviously. Just didn't occur to me that I would actually have to discard. I laughed at them, but here I am making just as dumb a play. Languish is looking pretty bad right now. They don't seem to play any creatures. So, and I have plenty of spot removal. Let's get rid of that. It's their 5th land. I mean, I guess Languish would be good against Field of the Dead, eventually, when they play their Primeval Titan. Electrostatic Blast that, huh? Actually, I think I'll just commit this, if that's okay with you. And then try to memory your whole hand away. Sure. That went really, really well for me. I think we've won the game. Oh, I guess I can play either one of these. Oh, this only targets tapped creatures. Okay. See ya. Tamio is safekeeping. Okay. You got me on that one. Still 6 mana, enough to just memory and nothing else. But then I can play a land. I can cut down again. Okay, sure. Let's do that. Well, no. I don't want to let them just eternalize this easily. I want them to have to at least attack and lose it first. Although, I'm not sure. Then yeah. I don't want to spend cut down on that effect. I want them to have to throw away their creature if they want to get the draw. Oh, but Eternalize doesn't even do anything because of Narset. Actually, I think I could cut down their land if they, if they try attacking with it. Rift the Shark. It's a pretty good shark. And I don't have much else going on in my hand right now. I could pact this. I kind of think I should. It seems crazy to pact to make a 3/3 flyer. But they just have so little in their hand, I'm gonna have to pack something eventually. I still don't want to cut this down. Yes, that's how I would like to autopay. A third mana does me no good right now. Or a fourth mana. No, a third. Yeah, so I can play a tap land at this point. And at this point, I don't really care if they kill Narset. Maybe I didn't care last turn either, and I should have attacked then. I don't know. Narset's already done all the damage she's ever gonna do. Yeah, I think I should have attacked with the shark last turn. I don't know why I was thinking they would attack with this. Well, I guess it would be turning off Eternalize, right? Yeah, so okay. They should have animated the land. Got him. No cards for you. And then we want to air tie on their turn. For 9 mana, so I can do that and hold a counterspell. Great. I think we do it in upkeep. Just in case they draw some spell that's relevant to dealing specifically with this interaction. Yeah, resolves. They don't have white, but they could go get it. I have something good on 5, like Scarab God. Let's go get that. Cool. 4, 8, 10 mana. Okay. Just controlled them to death. Narset was the MVP that game, believe it or not. I didn't think there was ever going to be a game where she was that good. But she denied 6 cards to memory. You know, a ton of cards to Eternal Witness. Or Timeless Witness? Timeless Witness. Champion of Wits. Yes, that's the... There's like 2 cards that anyone ever plays that have Eternalize. It's those 2, right? I always forget what's what. But yeah, Champion of Wits. So, I mean... You know, it denied the cycling the first time and the actual hand size increase the next time. It denied the Urtai draw. I mean, I just can't even count all the things Narset did. She also drew me 2 cards. Okay, we're somehow 2-1 after like 6 hours. Ugh. Sure, I mean, turn 3 Kaido is not incredible, but it's fine. Oh, no, it's not fine. Help, help. Lutri deck with DRC. We can't really say how aggressive they are yet, like... Somewhat aggressive, at least, probably. You don't run DRC in, like, super slow control-y Grixis decks, but In anything mid-rangey, it's fine, and in aggro, it's great. Mono red. Okay. Oh no, they just already had swamp. I was like, why would you run this in mono red? They just already had a swamp, sure. They surveilled top. That's a little scary. Okay, so I can cut this down and still play Kaito. Yes, fine, it resolves.
Hope you're ready for some mind game. Our eyes are everywhere.
Brask's Forge is scary. But, I mean, I have ways to deal with it, right? I can just run out the Scarab God here. I guess swing first.
I know something you don't know.
I could hold up Airtie, but I need to be on the board. Well, actually, Airtie has a flash blocker that also maybe count. Well, no. It's not going to get to flash block and kill something. The Scarab God's just gross. They need some exile-based removal, I think. Which they could well have in these colors. It's not like they're playing green-blue. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, that is sort of bad. See you, Lily.
I'm used to
Not
being
Lily, Kaito,
uninvited.
sorry. I already forgot who you are. My apologies. Scarab God is like 4 to activate, right? Yeah. There's nothing good to reanimate yet, but he's still a 5/5. Pretty sure I have to kill this. Sooner rather than later. Not doing anything else this turn except maybe drawing off Mind Stone? Probably not. Am I swinging in? I think I need the life more than I need the damage. Obviously I can swing with the one. But I think swinging with the Scarab God would be too much. They didn't have an answer to Scarab God last turn. Noxious Gearhulk would be a funny card because they don't have the second black. Obviously, I wish I could have Narsighted before the Airtie, but that's just too greedy. I needed to get rid of that Terror of the Peaks immediately. Four damage, sure. Ribbons is double black, okay. Walker X is 2. I mean, we definitely do not have things under control at the moment. Well, actually, I'm about to make a Terror of the Peaks, I guess. beginning of your upkeep. Okay. So I can do this. I can activate Scarab God and have the Terror of the Peaks on the stack when its triggered ability goes off. And that seems way better than anything else I'm doing. What card types are in my graveyard? I guess it doesn't matter. This is just worse than this, even if it's active. Or no, it would be a 6/6 flyer, I guess. Instant Planeswalker creature, so not enough. Oh yeah, sorry, I can take off this stuff. Land is bad. Pact is probably good. Why is it not letting me cast anything? Oh, I tapped all my mana. Yes, that's correct. Good thinking. No, I need a blocker for this. Still no second black. That's great news. That for 7 is very, very frightening, so I guess we packed it. And then we reanimate it? Oh, hang on. I have to pay for Pact of Negation. I guess we're not reanimating, huh? I should have ordered them differently, so it would be obvious to me if I could pay, but I definitely can't. Well, a creature or planeswalker, I mean, that's something, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Well, I mean, it gains life. But I need a way to deal with this, which I don't currently have. No, hold up a black and a blue, because I don't want to crack this, I don't think. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. I don't like paying 2 life, but...
Those who cannot
I want to cast a spell.
hone your prowess.
These all stink, huh? At some point, they're just going to Lutri cut me, right? Or Lutri ribbons? Take a clock, I guess. I don't know. No, I can't really attack. What did they make? Flyers or something? Yeah. I think I have to lose the Scarab God here, which is pretty sad. But I want to animate this. Take 5, take 2, take 1. Oh, I die. I was hoping I could make it to upkeep and draw cards from, or gain life from my zombies, but I can't. Take 3, take 1. Might as well kill this, I guess. Wish I had some creatures in my deck. Do I even have a way to deal with that? Oh man, that's almost killing me too. Main phase scry is a little weird to me, but sure. Top. Ugh. Oh, because they have lethal when they get the tokens from this thing. Sure. I see. Not really. I felt like I was being bullied by this dang old red deck. I mean, I don't resent, you know, that's how the game is, right? Sometimes you're the bully, sometimes you're being bullied. When you really get to control over someone, it feels pretty miserable for them too. I don't know. It wasn't unfun. I could have said yes there to be a good boy. How many black sources are in my deck? 11? That's pretty good. I'll keep. Clock and Epiphany basically is all I have. Swamp is a big help. Okay, gonna be another long one, it looks like. Might as well threaten Counterspell. Sure. Just wanted to be able to bluff Counterspell here. Let's, I guess I can bluff it anyway because Pact of Negation will hold up priority. Is there some way to... No, I can't cast both these. If I'm only going to cast one, Clock is better to get out first. I wish it wouldn't give away the fact that I have Pact of Negation now. It'll offer to let me... Okay. That's, I guess, a reason why Mindstone first could have been better, but I think it's a pretty niche reason that it was fine to play Clock first. I don't want to Pact Clock, so I don't mind if they counter this. Or Pact to prevent Clock being destroyed, that is. Mono blue? Could it be? Running only counterspells? Okay. Sure, 2 can play that game. I suspect they'll play it better than I do. Okay, they have white. It's just more ramp. You should probably let it resolve, honestly. I don't need more at this point. I've gotten my 3 mana rocks as the only spells I've cast so far. Return something, it costs 2 more. Sure, that's fine, I guess. Right? Why would I commit this? I don't think I need to. Gonna make the Power Stone a very expensive mana rock. Fine. I want to commit something a little more impactful than that. Oh, Naya. Oh, man. Alright, so running at least 3 colors. Blue, white, and I guess maybe red? Could be green, of course. They could have everything. But with this many just basic islands. You wouldn't expect many other colors. But this suggests they have at least 2 more, right? Or maybe just Field of the Dead and don't mind running a colorless land? I don't know. Alright, cutting that down is fine, I guess. It's not going to get much better. Sublime Epiphany can draw for me as well if they try to counter it, and then it would be nice to hit a land that way. But I don't think I have to do it on my turn. I want to make sure... It's more important, rather than trying to hit a land drop, it's more important to make sure they spend next turn's mana instead of this turn's mana on the counter. Doesn't have any attack triggers, right? Yeah, just nothing funny going on, okay? Alright, they're just gonna let me have it, that's fine. By not playing the Power Stone, I'm obviously suggesting a counter spell, which I have. But I don't need the Power Stone. You go. This thing 2 for 1 to me, right? It cost me the Power Stone, and I had to spend a removal spell on it. Power Stone's still in hand, but it's just so clunky. I can't really play it anytime soon, because it's more important to hold up counters. Sublime Epiphany, basically. I mean, I do have Pact, I guess. But it's not worth... No, I will not allow this. Counter, bounce their treasure, draw a card. Maybe I should allow it, but I don't know. Drawing 2 excellent cards. This is just a chance to get value out of this. I wish it could do a little bit more. You're mostly not supposed to counter card draw. You're supposed to counter the good cards that they draw. But I've been kind of struggling to keep Sublime Epiphany up all this time, and getting rid of their treasure is nice. But, you know, shields are down. Haha, so they think. I have Pact of Negation as it happens. So if something really disastrous happens, I can Pact it. Oops, I don't need to stop, just pass. Wow, they're gonna let me untap. Do nothing. Okay. Well... 8 mana, huh? I think Scarab God is just crazy. They're holding up a Sublime Epiphany of their own or something. So I think I want to run out a spell that I don't care that much about. If I shock this in, I can Power Stone and hold up commit, but I don't really care about committing their Sublime Epiphany. I can just Pact if they play a really good counterspell and let it resolve if they play a bad one. So I'll play this and plan to have a tapped land. Actually, maybe I should shock it in anyway for memory purposes. Yeah, probably. Life totals don't matter much right now. Being able to double counter could be important. I suppose waiting until I have 3 mana available to cast this does sort of send a signal that maybe I'm holding a 3 mana counterspell like Confounding Riddle, if opponent's paying that much attention. But, and that's kind of cool, because I don't have that, right? Maybe it could make them misread my hand. I think the shock might give things away, though. And probably they're not paying that much attention. Iconoclast is fine, I think. I mean, maybe I could commit it, but I don't think I should. I can just Gear Hulk it later, if I need to. Seems like I don't. Okay. I think I'm okay just running this out. You know, killing a 2/1 isn't great, but presumably they have plenty of instants and sorceries, since they don't have any creatures. So this is going to be a good card for them that they want to get more value out of. And getting it in the graveyard is good for Scarab God. Because I have enough mana that I can play Scarab God and then activate it. Provided they don't tax me by countering Scarab God first. Yes, take action. What are you doing? Deadly Dispute or something? See double. Copy my Gear Hulk. That would be funny, wouldn't it? I don't really want that to happen. I could memory it. I think that's fine. I mean, you know, getting this to die is not the end of the world because of Scarab God. Maybe I could have let C double resolve. In fact, maybe I should have, because I don't want them to have it when I Scarab God. I don't know. I gotta say, while this video is certainly going to be long for the number of games in it, this is the kind of Magic I like, right? The long, thinky, grindy stuff. I don't know. I guess I like all of it. I like the, you know, when you're playing aggro and you try to smash them before they can do anything. That's fun. But, I don't know. I enjoy a long, slow match. Probably more than that. Telling opponent what they can and can't do, you know. My power fantasy is just being bossy. That is not allowed. No Gear Hulks, please. Holy cow. Well, wait. What would they bring back exactly? Oh, yeah. Those would be pretty bad, I think. Let's not allow that. Sure. Good tap. Okay, Kindred Denial. Fantastic. So I don't actually have to run out the Scarab God without a counter. Although, I mean, if they see double to copy this, I guess I can... Kindred Denial is still fine there. Honestly, maybe if they try to gear to C double, maybe I just allow it. Right? Like, go ahead and make a Gear Hulk. I don't mind. Yeah, I want Denial for a more important spell. Specifically Scarab God. This one, please. So, Scarab God lands. You know what? Let's just kill this before things get out. Before I have to actually, like... Yeah, I have to exile 3 here. Let's keep the Kindred Denial and dump the clock. Just in case of memory, right? I just don't want them to be able to untap and protect this. And I don't have a counterspell up anyway, so... Might as well go actual shields down. If I can reanimate their Gear Hulk, it's game over. If they let me untap, I win. They have to kill the Scarab God, and they probably will. But there wasn't much I could do besides cast Scarab God and counter their counter. And I guess when they had C double, they couldn't deal with the Gear Hulk except with C double. So unless they've drawn something relevant recently, they probably don't have anything that deals with Scarab God. They could well have drawn something recently, of course. I won't block the 1/1 in case they have, like, cut. Oh, I untapped. Oh, no. The Gear Hulk, please. Epiphany, please. I don't even know what I want Epiphany for. Wait, that was a mistake. Well, nothing. I should have taken. I don't know. Maybe nothing's that good, but okay. That resolves. I'm so used to being Gear Hulk, like targeting your own. If you Epiphany, I can still copy. Yeah. So there's no abilities to counter, but I do want to bounce something, copy the Gear Hulk, and draw a card. I can take off full control. Bounce this, copy this, me. Actually, maybe I still do want to be in full and stops. Because it would let me make another zombie. If they Epiphany this, it's pretty sad. Or counter it or whatever. Why is this over here? Oh, I may cast it. Okay, so this is just reminding us that it'll go to exile if it resolves. Or no, whether it resolves instead. Whether or not it resolves. It would be put into my graveyard. Their own Epiphany. Oh, you got me. I shouldn't have. I should have waited. Shoot, this is terrible. Oh my god, I'm such a luck sack. Counter a spell. Their Epiphany, please. Okay. Yeah, I should have... Having Scarab God on the field with a Gear Hulk in their graveyard is a super valuable resource. I shouldn't have been so keen to spend that resource by upkeep making a zombie. It gains me extra life on Scry at the start of my upkeep, but who cares? Holding open another copy of Sublime Epiphany is really good. And that's what the Scarab God's activation represents. So, huge mistake to just proactively make, like, a 4-4. Instead of, like, having Sublime Epiphany in my hand. I just got extremely lucky that I was able to top deck the Airtie. Opponent's probably fuming after that one, because cracking the land and then casting Airtie really suggests... Not the land, cracking the Mind Stone. Really suggests I did not have Airtie before cracking it. So I clearly drew into it like an idiot. Lucky. Oh man, what a dork. This is fine. I can Mind Spike on 1 to get some idea what we're up against. Tap land on 2, and then I have Murderous Rider on 3. Jeez, okay, they have multiple removal spells. I think we're targeting a Planeswalker here, because their removal's not very good against me. I think Lolth's tokens are a bit more annoying than Soren's. She is more expensive, though. Can this kill Planeswalkers? Can. Okay. Heartless Act targets creatures. So I could run out Kaito. Minus him. I could hold up Murderous Rider to kill their Sorin. But they still get the flyer. I guess the problem is if I run out Kaito, they just anguish on making it, right? On my turn. So I think I have to pass, kill their Sorin, and then Kaito so that I at least get to activate it and phase out. Or maybe I still just hold up Airtie, I'm not sure. If they go for Sorin, I will probably... Alright, let's get this out of here. It might be a little early in the game to target Emrakul. Airtie? Kaito? They both seem okay choices. And Emrakul's not crazy. It's not going to do anything for a while, but it is going to make it a lot harder to cast. So that if they have a slow game play. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not the card I expect most, but it's not unreasonable. This way I get at least the draw of their tide. Not their tide.
I got someone on the inside who can help.
Unless they decide to Heartless Act my 1-1. And even then I get still a 2-for-1, right? So... one card engrave. And this is only creatures. I think this is one of the weaker cards in the deck. Just like, I don't have that much Delve synergy.
Violence is necessary to set things right.
I don't need that much creature removal, probably. So it's no longer the first 3 turns of the game, so this can be my an island. I want to attack something. I guess Soren, because I don't think I can actually kill my opponent right now. Or kill... I don't think I can kill... like, I want this to be dead, right? Well, no, it's just a creature. Who cares? I should airtide this. Which means I can swing face. Okay.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Oh, yes, it's permanent, right? Yeah.
What's one more grudge?
They're gonna kill my Kaito. It's fine. They have a million ways to kill Kaito already. So I don't care that I'm leaving this up to kill it more cheaply. Compared to letting it get the value of drawing.
Oh, there
Soren,
will be a next time.
Uh-oh. Which Alice Norn is this? Okay. Doesn't seem that bad. This is a problem, which I can no longer so easily deal with. 2 cards engrave, so I could make this cost 3. And then I could get a 1/1 shark. Sacrifice 3 other creatures. I mean, they can't do that right now. I could try hard casting Shark Typhoon, but it seems insane. I think I just want to kill Elesh Norn and play Murderous Rider. No, I should have... I should have probably killed this first. Yeah, I don't know. Because now they have an easier target for Heartless Act. They know I'm not playing anything really huge. But I don't know. I wasn't... That was going to be the case anyway. Okay. can't deal with Junji with one shark, huh? Actually, because they have Heartless Act and Anguished Unmaking, I just can't deal with their flyers at all, and that's going to be the end of the game, I think. This doesn't come with counters, it makes an XX shark? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you should just go to combat. None of my stuff has attack triggers. Anguish Unmaking would even kill the Shark Typhoon if I hard cast it, so there's really no reason to do that. I'm gonna make a 3/3 shark instead of the 5/5 shark I can afford. Because 3/3 already blocks their flyer, so they kind of have to kill it. And that leaves me with a little bit of mana left to maybe do something. Like maybe I draw a counterspell of some kind here, right? I don't think I have a 2-mana counterspell available. Ah, right. I don't actually... This happens before the draw. I've cycled it, but I haven't resolved the cycling. This went on the stack when I tried to cycle it. Okay, well I got the tome. It's not useful because I can't play it this turn, and then I just lose. Enchantment Engrave, though. Why does Emrakul still cost 13? Oh, because I exiled everything? Yeah, I guess that's true. I exiled my other stuff. Alright, this Vraska's Contempt can kill that, I guess. I have a lifelinker. We're not dead. I want to draw before combat just in case something interesting happens. It didn't. Let's have another island, please. Yep. And I think we should do this on my turn, just in case they draw some weird protection spell or something. So they're not going to commit any more to this before combat. Maybe we can just try to turbo clock? Doesn't seem like a winning game plan. Tome for cards is a lot more appealing. We could definitely draw answers, ways out of this, if they don't hit too much more powerful stuff. But we're clearly far behind. If you had to guess a winner in this game, I would not guess me. Confounding Riddle is a good card, though, I think. Not making much progress in the race department. We're each losing 2 every turn, I guess, but they have a head start. Ugh. Okay, that resolves. They must have just drawn that because they would have played it last turn. This really doesn't deal with that, right? Okay. What are you thinking about over there? Some sorcery speed ability? I guess? A creature? Yeah, I mean, I don't... Putting a counter on the clock does nothing. I could draw a card and hope to get something relevant. I think I have to do that. I can't keep holding this counter spell up. Gearhulk is good, although the man... Oh, it's toughness. Nice, okay. Emrakul's down to 11. How much mana do I have? 9? 10? 4, 9, 10? Yeah. Very, very close. No, wait, 11, right? Because the clock. 4, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that seems pretty good. Oh, this isn't a... No. 4... 10. This is not a mana rock. This is a Mazevine Tome. Okay. That is enough, though, to Gearhulk and hold up Denial. I have to kill the flyer, even though it's going to trigger Vran. Because the flyer is killing me. I want to hold this Urtai back in case they can kill Gearhulk. Even through a counterspell, which is possible. But I want... If they want to kill Gearhulk, that's fine. I don't mind. Kill Gearhulk. I want to counter something that's going to kill me. Which is like a creature. Any creature. Any creature at all. What? Wrath of God or something? What the hell is this? I block. They're obviously not giving it trample. I don't know what they are doing. Some languish? Languish would have worked anyway. But sure. Do this first just in case I don't block and you get in some free damage. Why not? I think I scry for a land, because it's really important. I don't want to spend the 2 mana on this, I think. It's really important that I keep up Kindred Denial. I don't want to, like, tap out in their end step and have them cast some sick instant. X is 2. This is a mana value 4 spell. I probably have some... I mean, I'm countering this. Am I drawing anything? Yeah. They overpaid for some reason. Looking good. Sure. Doesn't really do anything. Land, please. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not sure this is even a good card to play into Emrakul, because if they draw a creature, I can just sack it, cast it for them, and sack it. What is this? Opportunist. Oh, okay. Another hard-fought victory for this dang deck. Gonna have nightmares. Just like, okay, we're 4-2. Yeah, you know, if you don't mind, you know, spending 4 hours on one draft. Hopefully we won't get to 4, but if we're lucky, we'll get to 3. I didn't plan to spend this long here. Days. This is pretty bad, I think. With a swamp, it would be great. But I only have a 1 in 3 chance to draw a swamp, and I need one, like, right away. To do anything? Up against Lutri. I mean, you could Mindstone on 2, Riddle on 3, and hope to draw a land by 4, but that's only... It's only 3 draws. Each of them about 1 in 3. I think we gotta ship this back. Looking much better. What do we start with here? Kaito, right? Shark Typhoon is an okay cycle, but... Like, do I need the Power Stone for anything? Not really. There's some big stuff in my deck eventually, so it would be nice to have. But I don't have any of it now. And I want to make sure I keep my removal. So I think this is the line. How did the game against that Yorion deck end, by the way? I don't remember. That's true, you could cycle for 0 even. I remember we both discarded to hand size, embarrassingly. Okay, Boros, nothing. We like that. I don't know, for some reason I was suddenly thinking about that game again. And I don't remember if I won or lost. I think I won. I remember being in a very commanding position, and I think I made them shuffle.
All kinds of connections.
I made them memory it to 1. Yeah, that's the guy with the Timeless Witness, right? No, the Champion of Wits. I hate those dang cards. They're just putting Lutri in hand. This is the slowest Boros ever goes. Honestly, it's slower than the slowest Boros ever goes.
I'll be taking that now.
You just hold all this up. Try to draw another land. Kill some powerful creature here, hopefully. Royal Eruption on that. Sure, nothing I can do about that. You go ahead. I think I'm cycling Shark Typhoon for a 2-2 here.
I'll try again later.
Narset would be okay. I can still hold up Cut Down, although nothing else. Wish I had hit a land.
If you wish to surrender now, I understand. Keep an open mind.
Alright, face up counterspell. Always a way to assert dominance. Obviously, I don't have it. I can't use it now, but they know I have it, so they can play around it. Ossifying Narset, I suppose? That's fine. Great. She got a 2 for 1. I'm happy.
My mind needs a rest.
And they're still way behind on tempo. Okay. This and Tome, I guess, is the play. Might as well attack first, I guess. I mean... Seems like things are going quite well right now. Maybe I should just keep the Riddle up to stop whatever they play? I don't know. Getting Scarab God down would be pretty... this is an important turn. I don't know Like, if I let the red-white deck do something, how bad can it be? I think it should be fine. I have Vraska's Contempt. We're definitely scrying for land. On their turn, and perhaps on mine if I miss. Yeah, I probably should. Yeah, this is it. I'm shields down. It's your chance to do something. You're just going to cycle magma, or channel magma with this. Great news for me. Clock! Oh my god, they were a Jeskai control deck all along. Wow, okay. That explains the choppy start. Alright, I love my position then. Yes, please. Well, in that case, just how important is Scarab God? I mean, I'm pretty happy to just have the board, right? If they're red, blue, white, don't I just hold up Epiphany, Riddle, and say, like, good luck, idiot? I think so. Yeah, I mean, I have 3 damage on the board. You don't have shit. I can afford to draw here. It blows up Sublime Epiphany, but I still have Confounding Riddle, so that's fine. I'm not paying mana to put a clock counter on. They could do something that actually matters if I tap out. Although, apparently they don't have anything? Oh, no, that was in their end step, so auto-passing makes sense. Oh, maybe I should have Upkeep Scried? I don't know. I'm pretty happy with where I am here. Prismari Command. They get a treasure and my shark dies. I have 6 mana. I don't really want them having a treasure, and I don't want my shark dying. But I also don't want to go shields down against real spells. Alright, go ahead. Copying what? This spell kind of sucks, huh? Alright, but I mean, this is probably fine enough to counter. They want more blue mana or something? I think I actually would prefer to return the clock over the treasure. Okay. So, just be patient is the lesson of that game, right? When I was trying to be like pedal the metal, do as much as I could when I thought they were red-white. And like, I got on the board, I played stuff, and I was like, I want to counter their thing. I want to get the Scarab God down. And then as soon as they showed me 2 blue cards, and that they were desperately stuck for blue mana, it was like, oh, no, a 2-1 and a 1-1 are fine. I don't need any more than that. Let's just stop them from escaping from this predicament. Maybe I should have played the same way against just Boros, but I don't think so. This is fine. So I think against Boros, like, just developing a creature on the board is pretty good. A big creature like Scarab God that takes big removal. Kind of thing. Alright, this doesn't do anything at the moment. What kind of deck do I think they're playing? I mean, this looks like... It's hard to say, really. Probably not mono-black. Probably not black-white. And definitely not black-blue. Black-red? I don't know. What deck does this fit in? Maybe black-red. Any black aggro, I guess. A deck with Jadar would welcome this. Not that they have any direct synergy to each other, but they're just cards that fit in the same kinds of decks. I guess they give up? We get a win? No. It was red, I told you. Oh. I forgot. I was like, oh, I want to be able to hold up Contempt, but if I'd played an island, I could have held up Kindred. Oh, I can do both. Yeah, this is what gets me 2 of each color. I'm just... Okay, got it. Was confused about how mana works. Could just counter this. Seems fine. Judith isn't doing much, but get that out of the hand. Get some value. I don't know. Run out Scarab God, right? If they don't have exile removal, we kind of got them. What the hell? If I block, like, they can hit me for 4 and put a counter on this? If I don't block, rather. I mean, I think blocking is fine. They'll probably kill Scarab God, but I don't think they're going to exile it, right? I don't know. You go ahead, do whatever you want. If you want to tap out to hit me for 4, that's great. I think there's something that's like deal 4 damage, exile-based removal, something like that, isn't there? So, I don't know, I just wanted to be careful. And then we just chill. Lord Skitter, huh? 6 mana. Sure, I'll counter that, I guess. Funnily enough, I actually don't... Oh, it's up to 1. Okay, so I kind of do want Lord Skitter, right? Can I afford to tap out here? I'm not really holding anything up if I don't. Let's get that scry, I guess. Land is great. Okay. up to 6 wins. It's the finals. I never really thought we would make the finals after that game 1. Where we had that... I don't remember. I feel like I did something that was a huge blunder there. I remember I did a huge blunder in a game that I won, right? The one where I, like, used Scarab God to get Gear Hulk for no reason. And just lucked into surviving it. This hand absolutely blows. No islands is no good. Mind Spike is not worth keeping. This has blue cycling. I mean, there's Lily, but no. This is much better. Tome on 2. Do I need the Pact of Negation? I mean, I think it's that or Shark Typhoon, but Shark Typhoon like replaces itself and gets another card. It's just gonna be too long before Pact does anything. Are we scrying here? What are they playing? Mardu? Yeah. Probably tempo is important here. I don't want to be spending mana drawing. I don't have anything else to do next turn? Well, I can still draw next turn, I guess. If I don't hit anything good in my normal draw step. Land is no thanks. I guess I could just cycle Shark Typhoon, right? As my play for the turn, try to block Jadar with that. It means having to play an untapped land, and then I have a tap land, and I can't counter as soon, but I have this counter now, right? So, I think it's fine. I'll trade the Shark Typhoon for Jadar if they go for the attack. For sure, I'm happy to do that. I've made that mistake myself enough times. You know, in this case, I don't even get to eat it. I just get to trade with, but you know, it's fine. I'm drawing a card, so. And if they can kill the shark, it's too bad. But at least I tried, right? I made them regret attacking with their Jadar. They're having to spend resources to keep it alive, I suspect. March. Sure, X is 0. Okay, you got him. Keep scrying. Clock's not bad. It's not good either, though. Yeah, get out of here. Kaito. I mean, opponent's being pretty aggressive for me to just run out of Kaito. But the alternative is hold up a counterspell and do nothing? While taking 3 a turn feels wrong.
Powerful won't help. Bet you can't catch us.
Oh, see you later, creature. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We're well behind now.
When
I mean, we already were, but
you're telling me what
Lily
you know
real
about
nails
the
it.
Raven.
Really nails
All
it
in a
in.
day's work.
She's fantastic against that token, obviously. Now I have these 2 counter spells, but I'm already losing the game. I can't just like counter what they play. Okay, That's actually a great draw. It doesn't solve all my problems.
Now, what do we have here?
But it is great.
You failed to entertain me.
I think I want more mana. It's going to make it harder to discard to Kaito, but that's life. They're probably about to kill Kaito anyway, because I'm not trading this for a token. Yeah, it just keeps getting worse, huh? I have to sack something now? Oh, you should have done combat first, I think. Because you already have a pretty good way to kill Kaito. And if you had done that, I would have let you kill Kaito, and then you could have made me sack Airtie. I mean, I'm obviously still in very bad shape here. I don't think I want to scry right now, do I? Like, I could pay 2 to draw and still have a counterspell, but I don't know. I need more than just a counterspell, right? I need a miracle. Okay, I don't have 8 cards in my graveyard, so this is just a 4/5 menace, which is a big problem, but I think I need to hope I'm going to draw what... Yeah, okay, I don't know. I think I'm going to just scry here. Make sure I draw something good, but don't spend mana on it. Hammer, cool. No thanks. Oh, that's really good at a time other than this one. I guess I can always animate the land to block now. Trade that for Sholdred or eat the 2/2. No, that seems pretty dumb. Trading for Sholdred is a thing to try, but I need the 6th mana, right? So I actually can't really afford that. I don't know. Maybe I just have to hold up Riddle? Because if they get to cast another spell here, it's pretty game over. Whereas if they just pass and let me Gear Hulk, maybe I've got a shot? Yeah, I'm not going to pay the mana just to save 2 life, and I'm definitely not trying to trade with Sholdred. I need the mana, so... Neither of these exile, huh? Okay. Clock again? Weren't you on the bottom of the deck? How does that work? Man, no extra land. I guess I got the clock. That's my land. Oh, but now they have Giver of Runes. That's so rude. I think I might be dead. Like, in order to be in a position to be able to do anything next turn, I have to kill Giver of Runes now. Costs me 2 life. Taking 4 from the Menace, 3 more here. I guess I have to trade with a 2/2 to stay alive? If they have nothing else, I have a shot. Like nothing else for several more turns? Doesn't seem like that's happening. Even a Thraben Inspector might be lethal. That certainly is. It's like Gear Hulk the Shoulder gain 5, but... Oh. If I'd drawn a land for... No, I didn't have the cut down. I just drew it. I couldn't draw the land and the cut down. Not technically dead, I guess. Or wait, what does this do? Yeah. They can reanimate Shouldered, killing this. And then I take too much damage? 6? Yep, good game. Couldn't quite make it. Still a great result, and, you know, the kind of deck that I think is fun to play. Even if it is slow, it's enjoyable. A lot to think about. 5,000 gold? What? Oh, because I won, yeah. Usually you get gems for these things. I was confused. Okay, and I don't know, is that a wild card or something? I don't understand. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.